Hey everyone, it's Valkrin. I'm doing a new series now called The Strongest Unknown Champions. Each video I'll be spotlighting a different champion that isn't that popular but is actually incredibly powerful. This week's video is on Wukong. Wukong is one of the most underrated champions in the game right now. Wukong has the highest attack damage ultimate in the game. His ultimate has a base amount of damage that scales up with each rank and a 4.8 total attack damage ratio. That means for each point of attack damage that you have, it'll be converted for an extra 4.8 attack damage on your ultimate over the 4-second duration. That's total attack damage, not just bonus. Which means even if you go tanky Wukong, your ultimate will still do a lot of damage. However, if you do go damage Wukong, if you have 300 attack damage late game and rank 3 ultimate, your ultimate will do 2,240 damage over 4 seconds. As if that wasn't enough, Wukong's ultimate also knocks up targets and grants Wukong a 5% movement speed bonus every half second for the 4-second ultimate duration. Wukong's Q ability, Crushing Blow, is an auto attack reset that does bonus damage and reduces the target's armor by 30%. This makes Wukong actually pretty decent at helping kill tanks. Wukong's kit flows incredibly well together. Wukong's W, Decoy, stealths Wukong for 1.5 seconds, making surprise initiates and jukes possible. Wukong's E ability, Nimbus Strike, is a 625 range gap close ability that deals damage to 3 targets and gives Wukong a 30 to 50% attack speed buff. The bow on Wukong's kit is his passive ability, Stone Skin, which grants bonus armor and magic resist per nearby enemy champion. This makes Wukong incredibly and innately tanky in team fights. In the next section, I'm going to be breaking down Wukong's incredibly high win rate and giving a little bit more of an analytical viewpoint on Wukong. Okay, so let's analyze a little bit deeper on Wukong. Wukong has a very high win rate for solo queue across all regions. Regardless of the bracket, Wukong easily has on average above a 53% win rate. What makes this interesting is that Wukong is heavily countered in laning phase, mid and top lane by a lot of typical picks. Top lane, Renekton, Shyvana, Mundo, and others lane very well against Wukong because they can just outlast Wukong's mana pool. Mid lane, Ziggs, Orianna, Gragas also all counter Wukong heavily during the laning phase. So how is it that Wukong has such a high win rate despite having very unfavorable lanes? Team fights. Team fights are what decide most solo queue games. In my experience, the team comp with better AoE crowd control and damage has a greater chance of making a comeback or winning outright. Wukong fits perfectly into almost any team comp that already has a crowd control base or AoE damage. Put Wukong with an Orianna or an Amumu or even a Yasuo, and you'll see them win teamfights just between 2 well-placed ultimates. Personally, I like to play Wukong jungle because you can avoid a lot of the bad lane matchups, and Wukong's jungling is surprisingly strong. Wukong's abilities fit nicely together for team fighting. Wukong's passive Stone Skin gives 8 extra armor and magic resist per nearby enemy late game. That's basically an extra Chain Vest and Negatron Cloak late game. This means you can build more offensively, and it's more forgiving because you get free defensive stats. The level of outplay you can do with Wukong's Decoy is amazing. You can hold position to make your opponents think you use Decoy, you can juke, you can make massive plays with well-timed stealth initiates. The AD ratios on Wukong's abilities are actually pretty good. 1.1 AD ratio on his Q is good because it's an auto attack reset, and it's going to make all of your other abilities do more damage. Black Cleaver is an important item on Wukong because you get 5 stacks very quickly from your abilities, and in a team fight, that adds a lot of extra damage to other physical damage dealing champions like a Jinx. What I'm doing with this series is after each video is posted, I'll be streaming games of the champions the video is about. In this case, it's Wukong. So directly after this video is posted, and a few hours after, you can watch Wukong games on my stream and ask me questions. My stream is twitch.tv/Valkrin. Thanks for watching and have a good day.